Hello and welcome to another TGG Dominion campaign. This is the last of the expansion campaigns, at least in terms of my first attempt at them. As mentioned before, I would like to get the gold star on them, but for now, we are doing the Rising Sun campaign. And we start with a twistless board, as always. And a board that is very light on base cards, just remodel. All right, so let's see. Trashing wise, we've got River Shrine, we've got remodel and change, which have kind of similar roles. And then we've got Sea Trade. The prophecy is enlightenment. So enlightenment definitely makes trashing coppers less consequential, because if the prophecy comes online, you can just play them. Although it is worth noting that you can still draw them dead effectively if you play something like a Ronin or an Imperial Envoy. And you draw them terminally. I mean, obviously they can still be money, but they're only +1 card +1 action in the action phase. So they can still get in the way, but there's certainly much less bad in that context. Anyway, and actually that could be pretty relevant because we were very light on plus actions here. The only plus actions that we have are from Aristocrat, and specifically only the first Aristocrat. It's kind of like having Crossroads as the only plus actions, because even though the 5th Aristocrat can give you plus actions, by the time you get there, you don't have the actions to play it if you don't have another source of plus actions. So that doesn't actually work. So we have to be very judicious with our terminal space. And then, so yeah, that's the draw. Sorry, I didn't talk about the draw. That's the plus actions, the trashing. The draw is Imperial Envoy and Ronin. I guess I kind of did talk about that. But also, second Aristocrat is draw, and then Artist. And then gain-wise, we have Craftsman, Change, Remodel, Gold Mine, plus buy and gaining golds, Imperial Envoy. Aristocrat can give plus buys, but that would require you spend all of your terminal space on Aristocrats, which seems just like there's no way that's what we want to do. Yeah. So, I think, and then the omens are River Shrine and Tea House. So I think we can expect Enlightenment to come online even if we weren't to invest in River Shrine trashing, because Tea House still seems like a card, particularly on this board because there's so little terminal space. I think Tea House is pretty good. Right. So how do we want to open here, and what do we want to build towards? I think what I'm envisioning is, so like I said, we only have 3 terminals that we can put into our deck. I think one of them is going to want to be at least one of Craftsman, Change, or Remodel. Just for the gaining. Another is probably going to want to be Imperial Envoy or Ronin. I'm not really sure. Really thought through how good Ronin is going to be here, but we're going to want something that draws. And then maybe, yeah, the third one, I don't know, some between those two options, something. Yeah, that's what we're going to be aiming towards. Is basically play a bunch of tea houses, play probably some with Artist for draw, but then also probably one of the terminal draw cards. Probably only at most one of each, and maybe only one of them. I mean, Aristocrat into Ronin is pretty good if you can find an Aristocrat in your top cards, but of course that's not guaranteed. So maybe Imperial Envoy is better. We don't necessarily. Yeah, I guess it's more like you can play all your tea houses or whatever and then do it, but it doesn't really synergize with artist too much. So yeah, maybe Imperial Envoy is better. Goldmine and change or remodel have some synergy, right? You can gain the golds and then turn them into provinces. So from a gaining standpoint, I think these probably look a little bit better than Craftsman, although the early Craftsman looks better because like Craftsman gives you less debt than, well, maybe that's not fair. So change estate into a 5 cost gives you 3 debt. Craftsman gives you 2 debt to gain the 5 cost, but doesn't get rid of the estate. Remodel just doesn't have the ability to turn estate into a 5 cost. So I think from that perspective, Craftsman at least looks better early than Remodel, but Remodel probably better late. Change is more in the middle where like it's like it's going to be more able to get the 5s than Remodel, but it does like is going to accrue more debt. And it like has more conditionals on it than the Craftsman does. Craftsman will just gain the 5s like the end. But then late in the game, Remodel on gold is just better because change, like you have to take debt, and Remodel you don't. So yeah. I mean, change has the advantage that it doesn't need to particularly be a gold. Like you could change copper into province, but you do take, the debt for that as well. And I think given that you have the gold gainer anyway, I think remodel should be better. So yeah, I think I can see a couple different directions to go here. We could skip River Shrine, plan to just like leave coppers in our deck, and then use Enlightenment to our advantage. River Shrine does not gain particularly useful cards here, so that has some merit to it. And there is also Sea Trade like that we could use to clean up if we can't get that going quickly. So we could start with maybe plan to try to change estates into 5s, and then maybe also Craftsman, and Craftsman can gain 5s, and like if the change, if we end up playing Craftsman first, whatever, maybe we can pay off the debt, maybe we can't, and change gives us money, whatever. We could also go River Shrine Craftsman and just figure, well, we'll trash some with the River Shrine, and sure, the cards we're going to gain are amazing, but we are going to get thinner faster, and then Craftsman, River Shrine do have some synergy in that, I mean, we would need plus actions to play them both, but we get, like, you can gain the 5 cost, pay off the debt, and then gain the other card. Although, again, gaining the other card isn't that appealing. Yeah, I'm not really feeling the River Shrine, I have to say. I mean, we could be gaining, like, silvers or 4 costs off of it, and then, like, trying to change or remodel them, but that seems pretty clunky with the terminal space considerations. I think I prefer Craftsman change. All right. Do we want to just go straight for Tea House? Think so. Straight for Tea House again. We are going to want an aristocrat at some point. But well, we're not going to take that off of Craftsman anyway. I'm just sort of musing. When do we want to buy an artist is another question. I think it's still too early. Okay, this looks like a good opportunity to take a tea house, and then we pick up the aristocrat. I mean, it's not great right now, admittedly. Like, the odds of collision are still low. Maybe we shouldn't. We could take the artist. We're still a ways away from activating enlightenment. That's the artist will get a lot better once enlightenment is there, so that at the very least we can get the coppers out of the way. Artist is also going to block our change from trashing the estate if we manage to collide with that. Oh. We could also buy C-Trade. It would guarantee that we don't collide our terminals. It's not like I mind, trashing copper. I kind of like the like guaranteed decolliding of terminals. I think that's valuable in itself. Well, that's unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Okay, I guess we're actually not guaranteed to be decollided, but all right. I don't think, like, yes, we could end up drawing the Craftsman dead here, but I don't think there's any reason to not cycle out these coppers. Okay, now we definitely want an aristocrat. I wonder if we should buy Gather for that reason. I think so. We do have just enough money for that. So yeah, aristocrat. Now, do we want remodel? We could also use plus buy, which is to say maybe we take the gold mine. We could plan to remodel the craftsman or the change into one of these cards. I'm going to say remodel. I'm going to say we take the tea house and plan to gain the gold mine. Mostly just because the tea houses are low. I think we've got few enough stop cards. Change, craftsman, remodel, aristocrat. Like, if we want to gain and play a gold this coming turn, I think we can just do that. Well, yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the situation. I guess we'll find out. All right. So. Yeah, I am wrong. All right. Well, that's fine. We could craftsman for a tea house as well. Seems reasonable. Craftsman for tea house. Remodel, change to gold mine. Oh, we can do the gain gold thing. Okay, so if we do that, right now we have 12 coins, we gain the gold, we effectively have 11 coins. What do we want to do with that? The advantage of gaining the gold is mostly that we already have it for the remodel. We get to pay off the debt now rather than later. I think we are going to take an artist anyway, so... one more gold mine and an artist, or do we want to gather again? Gather... Gather does not look that good to me. I'm thinking we might want to... We might want to just get another remodel and remodel the craftsman. Remodel the craftsman into one more gold mine, and then just plan to play with like 2 remodels, remodel the golds into provinces. Probably good enough. With the artist, we should be able to draw enough to sustain that. I mean, I guess in theory we could be playing with 3 remodels and 3 gold mines. I just don't know if that... Like, the artist could struggle to draw very many cards, so I don't know if we're going to actually be able to do that. Well, let's get... I mean, I guess if we're going to remodel... I guess if we had 1 silver in our deck, even if we just play it as a cantrip, it does increase our artist draw. So that would be an argument for gather. Yeah, okay. I'm convinced by that. Silver, remodel, gold mine, artist. The bot goes with this, like, just changing, like, paying a ton of debt to change into a single province thing. I don't think that's so effective. Okay, well... We want to gain another gold. I guess we probably do. I guess we're cantripping this gold. Okay. We could play the craftsman. But what would we get with it? I think I'd rather just remodel it. We don't really need another gold mine, but all right. Do we gain another gold? So we're gonna have, we have 6, 10, 9. I guess so. We want to take one more artist is another question. Probably. I don't think we take a gold here, do we? We're not going to get to play it. I mean, I guess we could go province artist. That's a lot of debt to take on. Uh, but maybe it's fine considering our plan is mostly to remodel into provinces anyway. We're just going to commit to the silver. All right, are we gaining another gold? Yeah, probably. Aha! Well timed. Okay, this could be better. We don't have a gold down, do we? Maybe I should have played one before this other artist. Um, they do have another change, but it's hard to see if I take. Can I take 2 more provinces? 3, 7. Well, if we gain a gold here, we can remodel that gold. And then we have enough. Yeah, okay. We gain another gold and then draw it with the copper? And that possibly makes sense? Wait, no, we don't have enough. Wait, I miscounted something. Oh, no, we do. No. No, I miscounted something. We can remodel province to province. Well, if we do... I think I forgot how much debt I would... I, like, miscounted how much debt I would take from that other gold. Like, right now we have 10 coins in hand minus 1, so 9 coins total. We gain a gold. We'll be down to 8 coins total. Then we play a copper, we'll be down to 7 coins total. So yeah, it doesn't work. What does work is province to province and by province. Which should be safe. So all right, they're down by 11. They need province, double duchy. I don't think they can. They have a hope of getting that. But yeah, I definitely miscounted something here. Oh well. Alright, I don't think there's any reason to be gaining golds this turn. Oh, we also can just remodel province to province, can't we? Okay. Well. Surely we can... I mean, I guess we could stop here and remodel the gold to a province. We can already buy province. So... I guess we could also remodel this aristocrat, but... No! And find the artist. Right, so... I got most of the tea houses. I also got the only plus buy. And gold gaining, and they didn't have... They had the changes, but not the remodels. They didn't have the artists. Yeah, I mean, the bot just did not do much of... Did not build much of a deck here. I don't know what they were doing exactly. Open silver change, which is reasonable. Pretty unfortunate draw here, though. I think I would have preferred... Well, I don't know. Carrying a debt into the next turn seems pretty awkward. Yeah, because then this happens. Although I guess, what were they going to buy on 3 anyway? Craftsman, but... They get another change. And then, yeah, pretty much all they did... They get a few tea houses, and then... Dang, I was already doing stuff here. Oh, because Enlightenment went off. I see, I see. Did they just not utilize Enlightenment? Oh, well, that explains it. Oh, no. You gotta utilize Enlightenment. That's... Dude, copper is not a good card. It's a copper. Okay, all is clear. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe the bot just doesn't know how to play with Enlightenment. That would be my speculation. I don't really remember having run into this before, but yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Maybe there were boards where it would. This is not one of them. Anyway, well, yeah, easy win because of that, I guess. In any case, thanks for watching, and next time we get started on the twists. So, until then.